Hey everybody, welcome back to the Brickanista Broadcast Network. You probably noticed I started with a new splash screen, which I'm hoping to do more of in the future, so that you just don't see we're getting ready to get started streaming. I may try creating a video where it has maybe a countdown or something. That panda is cute. Aw, thank you. Yeah, I've changed things up just slightly, but you probably noticed the panda right here. So this is going to show up. It's been showing up consistently on my YouTube streams where I'm using StreamYard, and I realize I should just keep the branding there for all of my streams, so I'm going to be doing that. Brick Jedi, ahoy hoy, how are you? Good to see you here. So I just was mentioning usually when I start up, you see that stream is starting soon, kind of that little video, and I'm thinking about trying to mix things up a little bit, and I started by using the splash screen, which is the same thing that I use as the thumbnail for this particular stream. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, welcome, and today is Thrifty Thursday. But before I start on that, I have to tell you, I was so excited yesterday. Remy and I did a What, When, Why Wednesday episode, and we had another set of contestants from Lego Masters New Zealand, Dan and Jono, who were on the stream, and Smudge. So it was great to have them all. And yeah, hi everybody. And I think what really amazes me is that how how open the community is and willing to help. And I think for the whole idea of when we started doing Lego Masters New Zealand, we hadn't planned that. That was because Lego Masters USA got postponed. And then now that we're getting ready to wrap up those episodes, I reached out to another friend of mine, Steve, out of Australia, and he's ready to come on the show on the 10th. So once we wrap up New Zealand, we may be hopping over to Australia, not to do another Lego Masters review, because by the time we are ready to do Lego Masters USA, we won't have enough time to squeeze in another review of an entire season. So super excited about it, and we're going to focus on that episode with Steve. He says jokingly that he does a Bro Thor cosplay because of his body shape. He says it's not intentional, but I do. But he has a huge superhero collection. So don't be surprised if we do a little cosplay for that. And that would be right after we wrap up for Lego Masters New Zealand. So we have 3 more weeks for Lego Masters New Zealand's episodes 7, 8, and 9. And we do have a couple guests confirmed, but I want to surprise you with that in the coming weeks. But anyway, so super, super thankful for this community and for people willing to come in and help out. And of course, Thursdays, we just kind of chill, and I work on a small set. Excuse me, something's in my throat. Okay, so we're going to be working on, whoa, look at that green screen effect. Let's not do that. Let's go with the down camera, shall we? I keep forgetting that when you have something that has a lot of green in it, that it really, really messes things up. And what is going on in my background here? Wow. Okay, we're gonna go back to my main down camera. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and transition to that, shall we? All right, so here it is. And you see that there's a lot of green in here. So when I held it up to my front camera, the system got confused. But as you know, it's a panda. It's a panda box, or they call it a panda tray. And this is part of the new DOTS line. So we worked on another DOTS, the banana, last time. And somebody said, there's a panda. So, I had to jump on that. But the other thing that's on Lego right now, there is a panda backpack. I just saw it and I said, ooh, that's going to have to be on my radar real soon. It's a Duplo panda backpack and it's so adorable. But anyway, going back to this panda tray, I almost got this during a Dirty Brickster challenge, I guess, when we were over at Bricks by the Bay. So you can do this in a variety of ways. This is the, standard panda, and then you can start decorating it with different things and, have more of a fancy panda. So I'm probably going to go somewhere in between here because I love these feet. We will definitely put the feet on there. And we'll, you know, play it by ear with what people say in the string. But this shouldn't take too long. Another thing, just to kind of give you a sense of the kinds of pieces in here. Once again, we have a big variety of dots because this is a dot set. And it's also got the 1 by 2 by 2s of these snot pieces, very similar to what you see in a brick head, and lots of these white plates. So as far as just for parts, what's also intriguing is this looks like a rotator base, so this Panda Head may spin. Just predicting here. I mean, if they have a rotator in there, that's why it's sometimes good to look at the parts just to see potentially what this could be. The other thing that's kind of cool is if you look at the top view, you can put things in the Panda Head up here, like a hiding place, because as you can see, the panda has a top with some ears, but it looks like it's intentionally hollow, so it could be a hiding place. So they've done that before with I think the cat. There's a hidden box cat that Dots did. So I'm guessing we're going to have a rotating head, and we're going to have a head that you can hide things in. So anyway, pretty cool. And similar to the last one we did with the banana pen holder, this one has a yellow tray instead of the blue tray. So I'm stoked about that because I'm adding to my collection of trays. Some people don't like the trays. I kind of like the trays because it also gives you another place for a working surface that if you are working on something in the future, you can do that. And I always forget about, okay, I think on this we can open it from the sides. I'm just trying to remember which side is it. Okay, there's the tape. So let's follow the tape, shall we? All right, so if we follow the tape, you like the trays? Yeah, me too. I'm glad you feel the same way because the trays are cool. Okay, so, well, it has tape there, but you would think that would make this easier. Oh, there we go. Easier to pop out. So, I didn't notice this before, but it looks like these trays also have texture on the side. I don't know if you can kind of see that. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more. The lighting is probably not helping, but you see that texture there with the little dot imprint on the edges. I haven't noticed that before. I'll have to check the blue ones later. But as you can see, we have this nice tray, and it's got the Lego branding on the outside of the tray. And what's nice about these in general, whenever you, so one thing that kind of drives me crazy when you get those little tiny bags is that in a regular set, sometimes they have multiple little bags, and then those multiple little bags sometimes are duplicated in 2 different bags, and you're going, why did you do that? Maybe it's a production thing, I don't know. But here's our little instruction booklet, or little pamphlet mostly. It's not a book, but it looks like we have also a brochure. And remember last time when I was talking about the banana pen holder, it didn't seem like it had a like a big brochure of other things. So similarly, it looks like this one is primarily focused on just the Panda, and it talks about boosting up your models by getting more of these packs, so then that way you can add more color. But honestly, for a Panda box, it looks kind of weird to me to have all this color. So I think we're going to go pretty traditional. I think we're going to have the hands and the feet. Of course, I will put the dots on the feet. I think that's going to be nice. And I'm intrigued about the top. I want to see what they're doing with the top there. Okay, so that is the brochure. And then we have the instructions in here. And like I said, this should be a pretty quick stream, hopefully about an hour. And we'll see if I'm right about the rotating Panda Head. The Exorcist head which might be beneficial because then you can do a two-sided head. You can maybe make a happy panda and a sad panda if you are South Park fans. It's like that sexual harassment panda was always sad all the time. So yeah, so it looks like we have, yep, we have this side is the part of the instructions. Okay, cool. So before we do that, we have to go through and do a preliminary kind of knolling, just to make things a little bit easier when we are building. And lots of white plates. So if you're looking for white plates, this is the set for you. And of course the dots. And I think, I don't think I see anything really innovative, but I do want to say what's annoying. So look at this. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can zoom in. But there is, I think, dark green in here. Yeah, it's hard to tell in this lighting. But it's like a dark green and then I think black combined together. Which is like, why did you do that? That is so freaking annoying. So, alright, so that's a kind of a demerit there, Lego. Because, you know, the way they design this, they design it so that, you know, you open each of these and you dump it into the well. But that one, if you're trying to find that dark green, you're going to have to dig, which we'll probably do. We might do some knolling there, but so that's kind of annoying. Already, you're going to say, you're getting on my nerves, Lego. Okay. Yeah, but I love this medium blue. This is one of my favorite colors in Lego. This medium blue, and just it's very cheerful. And since I'm going to make this panda tray just a panda, a lot of these colored dots are going to be just, you know, for future use. So I'm very, very excited about that. And lavender. Too bad Debo's not here because he loves his lavender. And the other thing I noticed is that this set of trays with the yellow, they combine the squares and the quarter rounds of the same color. So if you're starting to do sorting by shape, some of these you may, you know, want to do another sort afterwards. I have some of mine sorted that way. For example, I have a whole tray of coral quarter rounds because I got them from a pick-a-brick wall. And then I've taken out all the round ones. Because some of these colors you don't get in all the shapes kind of in a regular way. Now this is kind of cool. Already I'm stoked about this. This has some trans orange rounds. So that's nice. Why this set? I don't understand why a panda box or panda tray set would have those, but I am going to go ahead and pull those out because I think they're super cool, and they will probably be used for a different MOC in the future. So let's pull those out and put those in. One of the benefits of having lots of these little bags is that you can repurpose them, which is nice. So yeah, we're gonna kind of do a sort by trans. I love these orange. But like I said, it doesn't make sense to me why certain sets get, and maybe it's the designer who requested it, but I don't know. I figure don't look a gift horse in the mouth, right? If they gave it to you, just appreciate it. That's something I've grown to like in my new life here in Seattle. In fact, I was driving around and it's been such a beautiful set of days. If you've never been to the Seattle area during the summer, it is really the best time to come. And even though I don't have air conditioning in my apartment, that's the only one bummer. When you're driving around the city, it is so beautiful. And when you have a clear day like today, and it was in the mid 70s, it was very comfortable and just so nice. It made me just smile and really appreciate, that I'm here. Because as you know, I was in Northern California for a while and got evacuated by some fires, and that's what drove me here. And I'm just so, so appreciative. Okay, now let's look at this for a moment, because I wanted to mention about the dark green, which is so annoying. Okay, so we have black, which we're expecting. We're expecting a lot of black, so I think the black is going to be our primary color. But there is some dark green in here that just, I was like, oh, you're kidding me, Lego. Really? You put dark green with black in the same container? All right. So for now, let's see, where am I going to put these? I'm going to put these in here temporarily. There we go. Okay. Well, don't make me a liar. I know I saw some dark green in there. Please don't. I could have sworn I saw some dark green. If not, then I'm going to say, well, I'm just colorblind, I guess. It looked dark green to me. Maybe it could have been the bag, too. Then I'll have to fess up and say I was wrong. Say I was wrong. Which is okay. Sometimes we're wrong about things. But you live in NorCal? It was like 100 today? Oh, I used to live in Santa Rosa. And then I moved to Petaluma. And Petaluma was much cooler because it gets the ocean breeze. And I tell you, it was a nightmare when I was living in a cottage when I was in Petaluma. And when it was getting hot, even though it was cooler in Petaluma, because the cottage had only like one air conditioner in the bedroom, it got sweltering. And I don't miss those days. But there's not a lot of air conditioning here in Seattle. So it's kind of like, you don't need it that often, but when you need it, it's, yeah. So I may be picking up a portable air conditioner just because life's too short, and if you can afford it, it's kind of like a treat to myself. Okay, so I was wrong, I think. Wait a minute. Yeah, I guess I was wrong. There is no dark green in here. It was, you know what it might have been? I have this dark green mat that I'm working on. Maybe it was a reflection off of that. So sorry, Lego. My bad. My bad. It's all black in here. So I'm putting all the black aside. Yeah, so I'm not sure what area of NorCal you're in, but imagine being in Santa Rosa in 2017. That's when I got evacuated the first time. And then I was in Windsor the second time. And the Windsor one got closer to the city, but I had to go to Oakland for a Lego event, in fact. I was there for a Lego event for the Mini Maker Fair. And I was really grateful for that because it was just like, wow, I could have been stuck in all of that, with the fires and everything. And I was just really fortunate. But I hope things get better for you. I know Cornado, he lives in kind of the Central Valley area. And he said that I think last year things were really, really miserable there. Okay, I'm going to move these plates, these larger plates, outside as the work area. I also have these smaller ones. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm saving this for another project. So these are not even going to be in the picture. I'm putting them off the table. Those trans orange, even though they're pretty, They're not going to be used today. And we got some smaller ones. Yeah, so for plates, I often, especially 1x2s, I tend to do this with my 1x2s. But, so if you remember Santa Rosa, in 2017, the fire jumped over the freeway. And so they blocked off 101, both northbound and southbound. And because of that, there were only back roads that you could take. And I'll never forget, it was like the apocalypse, because people were lined up at the gas stations several miles long. Thankfully, I had a full tank, but I was just like, wow. And then the back roads were all jammed with cars, and it was chaos. And the other thing that was really surreal was the sky was like bright red. It was bright red, and it was scary. I'll never forget it. I just won't. And maybe I have post-traumatic stress from that, but because when it happened the second time, I just said, I'm not doing this anymore. I am not going to be doing this anymore. By the way, lots of 2x3s in black, which is awesome because I have some 2x3 plates, but not in black. So that'll be useful for future mocks, I think. And there's some 1x1 cheese wedges in, looks like white. So we got that. Yeah, I'm really grateful to be up here in Seattle, especially on a day like today. It's just gorgeous. I will say, though, that the winters are really wet and rainy. So I have been taking advantage of the beautiful weather. I think my dog and I go out for a walk every day and enjoy the sunshine, and she goes with me everywhere. So today I had a meeting over in the Microsoft building, and she got a chance to come with me, but not into the building. She was in the car, but still, it was cool. You live close to where the campfire, oh, that happened in Paradise back in 2018. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Here, I'm gonna just zoom out just a hair so you can see I'm putting some of these smaller bricks on the side, the 1x6 bricks. And I try to explain to people what it's like when you know a fire is coming. Because some people were saying, well, if you knew the fire was coming, you could get out of the way. It's not like, a flash flood or, an earthquake where you can't really tell. But I think the thing that is much different, because I've been through a tornado before, or not a tornado, a hurricane when I used to live in North Carolina. But when you go through a fire, you smell the fire hours before you really have to evacuate. So already your body is sensing something is wrong, when you smell a burning smell. And maybe it's a visceral reaction that your body is having to that. By the way, 1x4 snot bricks. These look cool. I'm going to put these in here. But, and I don't know if you felt the same way, Brick Jedi, but when you first smell the fire, I think that's when your body goes into panic mode. Like, something's not right here. There's just something really, really wrong. And that's why I just admire firefighters so much. Because here it is, we're running away from the fire. And these people go straight into the fire. And some of them don't make it out. Especially the wildfire ones. Oh, here's the rotator. So, like I said, I think we're going to have a rotating head. Rotating Panda Head. Yeah. And then when you see the devastation afterwards, in Coffee Park, that's where the Santa Rosa fire got hit. A lot of the people got hit over there. And one of my neighbors, so I lived in an apartment in the north part of Santa Rosa, and one of my neighbors, their house had burned to the ground in Coffee Park. And then you start thinking about, like right now, I have so much Lego here. It would probably be toxic if there was a fire here. And I was just thinking about if this burned to the ground, it would be like a sea of melted plastic, right? It's kind of scary when you think about it that way. And it's something that's been on my mind that I've got to find a way to motivate myself to clean this place up better. Not just, for the fear of, a fire happening or anything like that, but just, it's dangerous, I think, to have too much clutter. And I'm kind of in that spot right now. Okay, so I've got these really big, looks like 2x2 rounded, what do you call these? Like barrels, like a half barrel. So I'm going to put those in there because they'll be easier to find. And we have some inverse 2x2s here. So that's kind of cool. Yeah. But I do know somebody, two people actually, who've had fires in their homes and lost their Lego collection. And they talk about, at least one of them had mentioned about just how you can't get the smell out, right? Because there's the smell also permeates the air and into, your house and the rugs and everything else and the walls. Yeah. So I keep telling people you do not want to be in a fire at all. Just run away, run away. But let's switch the topic, shall we? You probably don't want to hear more about fire safety. But going back to just the beauty of this area here, one of the things that I haven't done too much because of COVID is explore all of the beautiful lakes and the hiking trails and biking trails. And part of the meeting I had today at Microsoft was with a vendor who may become a sponsor of my nonprofit organization that I work for. And he was visiting from Minneapolis, and I said, well, you came at an amazing time. And he said, yep, I'm going to go bike riding as soon as we're done with the meetings. I said, yeah, it's a good thing to do. Only one 2x2 slope. That seems kind of weird. Yeah, just one. Okay, we'll put that over there. Really weird. Very, very weird. Okay, so let's see. All right, so we got our plates. Move this up here. You can see we got our plates here. All right, I think we are now ready to build. That took me 30 minutes. I'm kind of surprised it took me that long to null, because this isn't that big of a set. Let's see, how many pieces is this? Ooh, actually, per piece, this is huge. It's 517 pieces. But just from the knolling that I've done, it's not a really big set, but I'm surprised, honestly. I'm surprised that it has 517 pieces in here. It's got to be all the dots. All those dots definitely added to it. Okay, let's see. Light gray. That's a little unusual. But I can always use light gray 1x3s because of my Acropolis builds. So, have I seen the Lego Ideas Hocus Pocus? Yes, I did. Now, I have to admit, I don't really know the movie because all of my friends are like, going gaga over it. And I'm like, okay. I don't really know the movie that well, so I can't really speak to it. All I know is I think Bette Midler is in it. I probably should watch the movie. Yeah, but a lot of people are super excited about it, and I'm just kind of like along for the ride. I don't really have a strong opinion for it or a strong opinion against it. Just kind of like, I will say it's nice to see that a woman builder got recognized, because there's not a lot of women builders who apply for Lego ideas, and then to have one of them be recognized like that, that's pretty cool. But yeah, I think it's also interesting because I think their strategy is now they're still going to just pick like one or two sets, and then the rest they're going to do through this Bricklink program. And we see some regulars who always do that, like Jason Alleman with his motion types of builds. So it'll be interesting to see if that's what they plan to do, that they'll I think last time they put it up for a vote, and if you got so many votes, then they'll put it into production, and then they only did a limited production. And so they're almost like creating their own market of demand for these idea sets without having to commit to producing like a global run. And then they're using the Bricklink engine to kind of manage the orders. But what do I know? You know, I'm speculating. I don't know. I'm just a streamer who has an opinion. Most streamers do. So you can see what we're doing right now is we're building up this tray, which just, you know, it's a basic tray, but I haven't seen the snot pieces just yet, but they're coming right now. So this is where we're going to be adding the attachment points to this. Yeah, I haven't been, you know, too active in trying to get any of these other sets. The ones that are now on, you know, the ones that went on Bricklink for a short amount of time, and people were, you know, I think that Lego is just trying to upset as many people as possible. You know? And trying to manage through this original ideas program. And also there have been so many people submitting because of COVID. You know, they had nothing to do, so let's work on an idea set and then submit it. And so I think they hadn't expected so much demand. So it also wouldn't surprise me if they end up changing the threshold again for the sets. And the other thing too is that, and I mentioned this the other day about Stranger Things. Stranger Things is so off-brand for Lego. And yet they built that, you know, right side up, upside down house. And there's a demand for it. So it's almost like they'll bend the rules if they know they're going to sell it. Another one is the BTS set. That set does not look that interesting. And that one won out over far more interesting sets. But the reason why they're doing it, because they know they can sell a lot, right? With BTS. But BTS just said they're going on hiatus. So the timing of that is kind of like, we agreed to produce this, but now they're going on hiatus. So by the time, because it takes like 2 years, right? From the time they create it to the time they produce it, and they jumped on the bandwagon, and now it's kind of like, oh, poop. Or crap. I guess I could say crap. Yeah, that wasn't good planning on their part. I'm sure whoever agreed to put it into production, but you know, they could also pull the plug. They could say, similar to what they did with video, right? Video had been out for a short time. They were going to do 3 runs of video, and then they changed their mind. And they just said, nope, I'm not going to do it anymore. Okay, so this is interesting. There's the rotator. So I think I'm right. The Panda Head rotates. And now we're putting on these plates on the side. So that's our sideways building. Yeah, so I really think they kind of sold out. Sorry, Lego, but I'm not an RLFM. I can say whatever I want, right? Yeah, I think when you think about Stranger Things, that one I think was designed by Justin Ramsden. So somebody must have pitched it internal to Lego to say, hey, you know, this is about a group of kids in the 80s, so it appeals to not only kids now, but also, you know, people who grew up in the 80s because it's very nostalgic. And they gave it the green light, and they didn't realize how dark this thing was going to get. I think that's what kind of got them. Yeah, it's kind of like you're putting your faith into a series thinking that it's going to work out for you. So it's kind of, in a way, it's a little hypocritical because they say, you know, we're here for a wholesome, you know, family friendly thing, but yet they do Stranger Things. You know, I don't know how many parents, I'm not a parent, so I don't know how many parents would say, yeah, I'm going to be, you know, encouraging my kids to watch that. Okay, so these are apparently must be feet or hands. It's kind of a weird shape. I'll step through it. I didn't really step through it last time. So it's on a 2x3, and then they put a 2x2 regular slope, and then a 2x2 inverse slope, and then a 2x3 plate to seal it in. Yeah, like I said, they're kind of hypocritical. You know, it's like, and that's why it's funny. The AFOLs love it. I just saw Shy Time is My Time just posted his Stranger Things set, and he goes, this is really great for season 1 and season 2, and I'm really hoping that they're going to come out with, you know, season 3 and season 4, some sets for that. And I mentioned this the other day that Henry's house would be perfect for that, right? If they were going to do another set. But it's also, man, that is so dark. Especially Henry's house is so dark. It's, yeah. And, you know, I don't know if they would do it, you know, the same thing, like a right side up and an upside down, but it's, yeah. And the special effects, they got so many Emmy nominations for that. And the special effects are pretty cool, but they're also really dark. Again, it's kind of like, what did you get yourself into, Lego? I wonder what kind of internal conversations they're having about this. Okay, so this is, they say they want us to attach it like that, which I guess makes sense. It's kind of hard to tell, but that's what we're going to do today. So, yeah, I'm guessing, oh, wait a minute, did I put this angle on wrong? No, that's right. Yeah. So you can kind of see this, that's the feet, and the head is going to still go there. And I'm kind of excited that it's a rotating head. So we'll definitely do like some sort of happy panda and sad panda face on that. Okay, so I think they want this one. Huh? I guess it's the same. Okay. We'll I guess make it the same. It's hard to tell. I'll show you the instructions. It looks kind of weird how they have this instruction for how to put those feet on. And this one, it almost looks like it's going the other direction, but it still has one stud exposed. So I'm gonna just leave it. It's my mock. It's my set. I can do whatever I want. So, but one thing I will say, the other news I read about Stranger Things is that the Emmys snubbed all the actors. Like, none of the actors got an Emmy for this. And one of the pundits had mentioned it's probably because only episodes up to, I think, May 31st qualified. So the season didn't end until, I think, the middle of June. So technically they couldn't evaluate the entire season of work. That's what they claim. And the two main actresses in that, Millie Bobby Brown and I want to say Sadie Sip, I think. the redhead. She, and you know, people were saying both of them should have gotten some sort of recognition, especially Millie Bobby Brown. My God, that she goes through so much in that series. And as we were talking about it being so dark, it still amazes me that she puts her body through so much, you know, as far as, you know, how her hairstyle is, how they have her floating in water, how they have her underwater. They put her in all these situations, and she's what, 15, 16, something like that. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But my favorite character by far is Erica. Like, child endangerment. Oh my goodness, she is hysterical. Okay, why am I missing my... I'm missing my corner. Uh-oh, where did I do with them? I'm missing my corner bricks, I think. Let me just double check. Yeah, where'd my corner bricks go? No, what did I do? They couldn't have gone far. I didn't move. What did I do with those corner bricks? I don't see them. Ah, here they are. Okay. I was gonna say, am I blind? What's going on? All right. So once again, going back to Stranger Things, is so they're predicting they're probably going to get, the actors will get nominations the next round because they'll be able to evaluate their entire performance. And the guy who plays Hopper, he should definitely get some sort of an award or recognition. Yeah, Hopper's really good. I know. Doug something. I think his name is Doug or Dave. He is freaking amazing in this, more so than in the other seasons. I mean, the other seasons he was kind of like the protective father, and he got nominated for some of those. But here, I mean, I don't want to give out spoilers, but let's just say the things he has to go through, and actually, we already kind of gave away a spoiler, didn't we? Just by naming him. But I kind of think everybody knew he was going to be in the 4th season because he's a major character. I don't think anybody thought he was gone for good. But spoiler alert, Hopper's still around. Okay, wait a minute. What did I do? 2 bricks tall, plates going around. Oops, one more round, one more layer. So clearly we're working on the head now. Yeah, so Hopper and also Winona Ryder. And I kind of like the new characters they've added this season too. Eddie is probably my favorite new character that they've added this season. And I think the relationship between Eddie and Dustin is just really just so spot on, about somebody who you trust and are willing to fight for. It's just really, really good to see that. Let's see, I've got to adjust this. Okay, we still got a yellow plate here. David Harbour, yes, thank you. Thanks for looking that up. I should make you a mod. It's like, where are my people today? Somebody said that they had a hard time getting to my channel because they were blocked. And I go, I didn't block anybody, so maybe that's part of it. But you got in. Oh, Lena Inverse is here. Yay, Panda. How are you, Lena? Yeah, I was wondering. I was saying, you know, have people been blocked from my channel? I don't think so. We had a lot of people yesterday when we had the Lego Masters on. Yeah, so I had to get this Panda Head, or the Panda Tray. Okay, so we just did this interior, and as I mentioned at the top of the hour, this looks like it's a removable, because the way they structured this is like a hiding place. So I hope you're doing well, Lena. And aha, as I mentioned, we are going to have a rotating Panda Head. I called it, and it's going to happen. Okay, why am I having a hard time doing this in the middle here? There we go. Okay. So this will attach here, and we're going to have a rotating Panda Head. At least I will. I mean, they must have put it there for a reason. So I think we're going to have a happy panda and a sad panda face somehow. I'm pretty sure we'll have enough bricks for that. Okay, so got that going. Oh, coral. I was going to say, I thought I didn't have any coral, but I do. I'm sorry I can't make it Saturday. Yeah, no worries. That's fine. COVID cases are rising in King County. Yeah. You know, what's interesting is I had a meeting today, and I was meeting some people from this corporation who may be funding us. And, you know, one of the key people couldn't make it, and they said, yeah, she's got COVID, so like, it's a good thing she stayed home. Yeah, I was like, I kept my mask on the whole time during this meeting, because I figured, you know, my health is worth it. I'm not going to worry about my vanity because of, you know, something somebody said. So I'm in fact, I should mention my brother, as you know, got COVID back in October of last year, and I found out he got COVID again. Like, are you kidding me? Seriously, dude? Oh, Max Braun is here! Hi, gang. What's thrifting? We are making a panda box, and we're working on the face right now. And it's kind of a weird way they're building the face. They're kind of building the face from the bottom up. So we're starting with the tongue, and this is the nose. So yeah, it's kind of weird. How's it going, Max? Are you a Stranger Things fan too? I know that Brick Jedi and I were talking a lot about Stranger Things. But yeah, Stranger Things, like I said, I'm calling it. Lego sold out. They decided to do the Stranger Things thing. Brickanista hates pandas. Yeah, you know I hate pandas. So, yeah, so we got a lot of... What I was noticing is that this thing has a rotating head, so I think mine's going to have a sad panda face and a happy panda face. Good morning, Hooded One. How are you? We are working on this panda box, this Lego panda box, and I was just mentioning how we're building the face from the bottom up. Usually they do it from the top down, so that's kind of weird. I'm not a Stranger Things fan. Never seen it. Not interested. Ah, okay. Well, then you won't be worried about the spoilers we just gave out. We were talking about it in light of the recent Emmy nominations, that Stranger Things got snubbed for all the actors. Every actor got snubbed. So none of the actors got nominated, which is sad because it is pretty freaking amazing. Okay, so I think, let's see, let me just double check where I'm at. Yeah, we got the nose on. Now we get to do the eyes. Okay, eyes are easy. I know Hooded One's definitely a Stranger Things fan because he's posted a number of things about 11 and, you know, the series. But I had to binge watch both season 3 and season 4 because I kind of fell off after season 2. But now that I'm up to speed, you know, Winona Ryder, David Harbour, Millie Bobby Brown. I mean, the whole cast is pretty amazing. But I was just talking about my favorite new character is Eddie, who is a friend of Dustin's. I don't want to give out too much. Boba Fett got 4 nominations. The actors, or was it for the Oh, look at that. There's a panda eye. Fennec Shan may get an award. Oh, that would be awesome. Ming Na Wen. Oh, if Ming Na Wen gets one, that would be dope. I really like her. And I also like, I don't know if you heard the news about Constance Wu. Oh my God. She just went public, I think today or yesterday, that she tried to commit suicide because of what happened with Fresh Off the Boat. That apparently, when Fresh Off the Boat 3 years ago got renewed, she was not happy about it because she wanted to do other projects. But then the public pretty much humiliated her and publicly shamed her because, you know, she's an Asian American actress and she's been getting these amazing roles. And they said, how can you like turn your back on the Asian community and all of these things? And she wanted to commit suicide. And it was, thank goodness, a friend found her and took her to the hospital. But she's been dark for the last 3 years. She hasn't been in the public eye, and she just came out recently about that. So there's the Panda Head, which I think that's kind of weird that they have the tongue kind of on the side like that. They could have added a jumper. I mean, come on, a 1x2 jumper. You could have done that to put that in the middle. So sorry about that, Lego. And then we have, let's see, we have the square. So once again, that's like a hiding space for your panda. So that's kind of cool. And we have our little ears. But what I may do is I'm going to put this in the center because I'm going to make this a two-sided panda head. Is the lack of nominations for Stranger Things because it didn't make the deadline? Yeah, I think that's part of it. We just talked about how the speculation is that they had to judge it based on, I think, up to the May 31st episodes. Then anything after the May 31st episodes don't qualify, so they decided to probably defer it until next year. Fresh Off the Boat is better as a book than in my opinion. The show was whitewashed. Yeah, that's true. And the real Eddie doesn't like what they did with it. The G is. Are you talking about the Eddie from Stranger Things, or I don't know which Eddie you're talking about? But anyway, so this is going to go on the rotator. So just to kind of give you a sense, this is hilarious. This sits on this rotator. Oops, oops, wait a minute. Sorry, I hit the keyboard. Did not mean to do that, sorry. Hopefully I didn't bust anything. So you got a spinning panda head, which is hysterical. That just makes me laugh. So they didn't mention that on the promotional materials, but I think we're gonna have a happy face and a sad face. You know, if you're a star, not a star. If you are a fan of South Park, you'll understand the sad panda. Eddie Huang. Oh, okay. Yeah, Eddie Huang. Okay, so we're gonna do a sad panda face. I think we have enough. Do we have enough in here? We can make it enough, I think. Oh, I see. I'd have to grab the pieces from the other side. Well, I don't know. We could at least put a face on the back, and then I can, when I get into my build area, I can get some more pieces. The chef and author of autobiography, Fresh Off the Boat. Oh, okay. You're watching Terminal List. Oh my God, that's some dark stuff. Speaking of dark, there's actually something called Dark, which is a German series. I've been tempted to watch that because apparently it's really popular right now, but I haven't talked with anybody who's watched it. I don't know. Hooded One, have you heard about Dark? It's a German, I think it talks about somebody disappearing, I think. I don't know. I haven't read too much about it, but I've just heard that that's something that people are into right now. So I'm just collecting quarter rounds so we can build another set of eyes for the other side of the panda. Yeah, I haven't really been watching too much TV until the last 4 to 5 months. And I'm not sure exactly why, but I started because I was intrigued by Peaky Blinders. So I started watching Peaky Blinders, and then I segued into Stranger Things. And of course, I've been watching the Lego Masters New Zealand, but I haven't watched this much TV in a long time. I don't do a lot of binge watching, but lately I have been. Have I seen his show, Huang's World? No, I haven't. I know he's a comedian, and he's been on a number of different things, but no, I probably should check into that. And I read a story about they were comparing Constance Wu's comment about Fresh Off the Boat with Robert Pattinson and his comment about his Twilight series, you know, because that's kind of what made him famous. Skeeter. Hey, Panda Bear, we don't take kindly to your type around here. Bartender, now Skeeter, he ain't hurting nobody. I want to know something from Mr. Panda Bear here. If your pandas are from mountain areas or China. Okay, you're doing direct quotes from South Park, so I don't know if you're taking this from the internet or if you know this by heart. That's kind of scary if you know it by heart. Areas of China and Tibet. How come you only eat bamboo, which is prone to grow in drier, more arid regions? Now, Skeeter, he ain't hurting nobody. That's funny. I feel bad for bartenders in most shows because they have to listen to people's problems and then they have to clean up after everybody's mess, right? Bartenders have it rough. Copy and paste it. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like, no, Skeeter. He ain't messing with nobody. All right, so I'm going to make a sad face just kind of on my own. See, we need to put a nose in here, but there's no jumpers. How am I gonna do the nose on this time? Okay, I think maybe we'll do a nose this way. Or maybe we'll do a tongue. Okay, we're gonna do it this way. Maybe this will be the happy side and the other one will be the sad side. Because the tongue on this looks really goofy. I don't really like this tongue, honestly. The bartender on Love Boat had a chill job. Yeah, that's true. And then Sam wasn't the bartender. Sam was the pianist, right? Played again, Sam, for Casablanca. But let me see. Do we have more of those? I was wondering why they only had the one slope, 2x2 slope. I'm looking now for those tombstone pieces. See if they have one of those. Alright, well, we could do it another way. I'm going to take those off of here. We're already mocking. Bartenders make tons of money and they're usually popular with patrons. I don't know about that. I don't know. Oops. Oh no! I did another one of these where I dropped something. If you think about whenever you see a bartender on screen, they're not always happy. Some of them are. I guess, was it Isaac from Love Boat is one. There's Sam, the bartender from Cheers. I guess they're reasonably happy. I'm trying to remember which. There is a bartender. Gosh, what was the name of that film? There was a film that had Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt. And they're like the two surviving people on this spaceship, but there's a bartender that's a robot. Anybody remembers that? But the robot was like a pretty well-known actor too. Northern Exposure? I wouldn't want to be a bartender in a spaghetti western. Exactly, that's a death wish. Exactly. Bartenders get it rough. That's true. Okay, so we were talking about panda noses, right? So I think we're going to try doing a panda nose a little differently. But where are my jumpers when I need them? I need quarter rounds, or, oh, that's right. I was thinking about doing it this way. Nope, still need a jumper or something. See, wouldn't that be cool if I put it like right in the middle, like this? That would be a cute nose, right? Right in the middle there. Yeah, I need a jumper. A 1x2 white jumper. I'll go grab some. We'll do that in a little bit. So anyway, so we have, this is the happy panda, and I guess we'll do the sad panda. We have all these other colors. Let's make it blue, right? Because he's sad. Sad panda. Sad, sad panda. TV bartenders are another story. Yeah, I guess that's true. TV bartenders are the ones that are, you know, comical. Because if you think about it, like Woody Harrelson's a good example. When he was on TV, he was like this happy-go-lucky, innocent guy. Once he made it to the movies, he got dark really fast. That was like, whoa, what happened to that dude? Okay, so this is the happy one. So we're going to put the little rosy cheeks. Oops. Put the rosy cheeks on that one. Yeah. Sad panda. All right, I'm going to go grab 2 1x2 white jumpers so we can make this nose right in the middle so you can see that there. Yeah, I think we need that. What do Hollywood writers know about the real life of restaurant work? Yeah, exactly. You need somebody like you as an advisor. All right, I'm going to keep talking to the chat before I head over there to get my jumpers. That bartender lost his parents. I'm the Clone Wars because of the separatist droid army. Okay, I'll shut up about it. No, you don't have to shut up. I'm just step aside real quick because I'm not in my build space. I'm in my green room space. But it'll take me just like less than a minute to go grab those jumpers. So I'll be right back. In fact, here, I will put the be right back screen up, but I won't need it for very long. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So I just got a couple of 1x2 jumpers. I grabbed a stack just in case. Some old canon lore on the Isley Cantina bartender. Oh, okay. All right, so you got to admit, this is definitely a better approach for the nose, I think. It's like, this is the sad panda. Sad, so sad. This will be the happy panda. Let's put the nose here. Spell check, yeah. Okay, so there's our happy panda, and then this is our sad panda. So, in fact, we could have like 4 faces of pandas, but we don't have enough ears, so we'll just do that. I guess if we wanted to really make him angry, sad panda, I guess we could also add some eyebrows. Let's see if I have enough quarter rounds in black. I think I might. Let's see how that's gonna work. Yeah, I don't know. So going back to bartenders and Woody Harrelson. Like when Woody Harrelson was on TV, he was, like I said, a happy-go-lucky kind of a, like a Gomer Pyle almost kind of character. I know I'm dating myself here, but good call with the jumper tile. Yeah, yeah. I mean, come on, Lego. That doesn't take too much to add a jumper tile. Makes that so much cuter, right? Drunk panda. Yeah, or sick panda. I mean, his face, his lips are all blue, right? The Shining had a bartender. Oh, it did? I don't remember that. When was The Shining's bartender? When did they make an appearance? Okay, so we're gonna add some, maybe some eyebrows here. Let's see if let's see what to make this angry and sad panda. Like, that's kind of funny. Or if we wanted to, I don't know. I guess this would be too close, maybe, to the eyes. Kind of looks like a gopher. Like that. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Would that work as eyebrows? Maybe. Yeah, that might work. The book of The Shining is way different and more fleshed out than the film. Oh yeah, actually, I read The Shining. I used to be a big Stephen King fan back in the day. I even read some of his books when he was going by David Bachman before he went with Stephen King, and the Stephen Bachman or David Bachman book that still sticks with me is the one called Thinner, where a bunch of gypsies curse this guy, and yeah, he just keeps wasting away. The book is way better than the film. Yeah. What was another one that I really enjoyed? Stephen King. Is it The Stand? It's the one where they had it's kind of like what's happening now, where they had some sort of virus that took out half of the world, or maybe 2/3 of the world. Yes, you know that one. Okay, so let's see. If this is like angry and sad panda, actually those eyebrows do kind of work. It's kind of funny. He serves liquor to the Jack Nicholson when he starts going crazy. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I don't remember that. Okay, I'm just thinking, do we need anything else we need for this one to be a happy panda? Or is that one okay? I don't know if it needs, maybe it has, you know, what would make eyebrows look happy? I don't think there's a way to make a happy eyebrow. You can maybe make a surprised one. Maybe at an angle like that. No, that looks too weird. The Stand. Yeah, I called it. I said The Stand. You heard the bartender at the Overlook was actually Satan? What? I don't know that for sure. Wow. This is getting really dark, folks. Okay, I think we're going to go with that for Sad Panda. And I don't think, let's see. I'm just thinking if there's anything this could make it any happier. Let's see. Can we add any color? Oh, maybe if we make the eyebrows lavender, that might make it a happy panda. Let's try that. Yeah, The Stand was interesting because it kind of talked about tribalism, about how when in times of need like that people form tribes and to survive. And there's a really short episode. I shouldn't say short, it's the same length as other episodes, but just a short story of the Twilight Zone, where they did an experiment on a community, and the community was pretty much told that there's going to be some nuclear holocaust coming. And then they start kind of, even though they're regular neighbors and they're all friendly with each other, when it comes down to it, that they'll start fighting each other over being able to get into a bunker. I don't know. Does anybody remember that episode? So I think that qualifies as a happy panda. And then this is the sad panda. Anyway, it is in the Brickanista Broadcast Network for this. So here we have our happy panda. This is not in the instructions, by the way. What is in the instructions is just the front face and the two ears, which are moved farther forward. But since we realize this thing spins, we decided this is like the Brickanista mood tracker. When she's not in a good mood, the panda box or the tray will be like that. And then we have the happy Brickanista panda. The bartender in The Shining was a psychic who had powers like John's son and was fighting against the hotel that was trying to consume the shining powers of the Shiners, aka psychic powers. Oh. Was that Lou Gossett who was in that film? I'm trying to remember who the African American actor was. Okay, we still have to do the paws of the feet. That's something else that we had talked about. So, yeah. Okay, so the paws of the feet are pretty much white little toes, which are adorable. Now, John at the bar is a friend of mine. He gets me my drinks for free, and he's quick with a joke. So light up your smoke, but that's someplace he'd rather be. Oh, it's a Billy Joel lyric. Okay. I thought you were quoting South Park again, which is why I was doing that voice. This is funny how you never know what we're going to talk about. You know, I didn't expect to be talking about bartenders today. But going back to Woody Harrelson, since I kind of started on that train of thought, is that Natural Born Killers, if you've ever watched that with Juliette Lewis, like, OMG, what happened to you know, nice, innocent Woody Harrelson? You know, he likes playing dark characters. And I think it goes back to, I think he didn't want to be typecast. So he like went completely dark when he started doing movies. The bartender at the Overlook is named Floyd. FYI. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah. But so in Woody Harrelson, he was also in the Hunger Games as like what, the mayor or some investor, you know, hoping that he gets a good investment from the dead kids. It's like, you know, what's with this dude? The guy with powers was Scatman Crothers, aka the voice of Hong Kong Phooey. Oh, I didn't know that. Two totally different people. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so super cute. I wonder, did they put any decoration here on this? Now, we could decorate this, but I think I'm missing some plates. Yeah, I think there's some plates that go around here that I forgot to do. Yep, I forgot to do that. Okay, so let's do that. Here, take this head off. Sorry, Mr. Panda, or Ms. Panda. Oh, no! No! Take that off. All right. Let me fix the panda head. I forgot to put the plates down. I just remembered the book. As far as the stand, I always have a hard time with round plates. There we go. Okay. So we forgot to do the plates going around here. You know I like things finished. So, and that also helps make the box stronger too, doing that. Have I seen his new movie with Kevin Hart? Woody Harrelson? No. I didn't know he had a new movie with Kevin Hart. Is it, I mean, Kevin Hart usually does, if it's the Kevin Hart I'm thinking about, doesn't he do like comedy? Like I said, Woody Harrelson has been doing a lot of dark stuff, so I just don't know what to think. Okay, so this tray is coming along nicely. Repeated on the typewriter. Okay, that looks nicer. Definitely. We needed that on the tray. I skipped. That was step number 9 I forgot to do. I was like, oops. Oops. Sorry about that. Okay. So I guess maybe if I wanted to, I could maybe do the same thing with the panda paws, but they didn't give me enough white. I have plenty of white in my build space, so I'm not going to do that now. But, let's see. Could I do another color? Maybe. Nah, I think we'll just leave it. We will just leave it. So yeah, so my review on this is, as you know, I love pandas, so I was going to buy this anyway. Oh, Matthew Builds Bricks is here. Hey, Matthew. How's your drama thing going? Hope it's going okay. We are building the panda box, or panda tray, rather. And as you imagine, one thing was a pleasant surprise is this panda head spins. And so I made a happy panda face and a sad panda face. So it's a mood tracker. The man from Toronto. Oh, okay. Yeah, so anyway, so my review of this is they could have added some jumpers. They've done that on other sets, just a few 1x2, oops, those are plates, or just 1x2 jumpers. Just add a couple 1x2 jumpers. That gives you a little bit more flexibility, especially if you're putting a face. Because in the instructions, they have the face, you know, it's kind of blurred out here, but the face, they have the tongue on the side, kind of, and they used one 2x2 slope to kind of bring a protruding nose. I don't know. Wasn't too keen on that. I think the way I designed it is much cuter with the jumper in the middle. It would have been nice if they would have included those 2x2 eyes like they have on some of the New Year's sets. I mean, I know this is a DOTS set, but a couple eyes would make this nicer. And you know, like I said, if I was in my build space, I might do that. But Benjamin Crothers, also known as Scatman Crothers, was an American. He's known for playing Louie the Garbage Man on the TV show Chico and the Man. Okay, thank you. And Dick Halloran in Sidney Kubrick's The Shining. Oh, he was in The Shining. Okay, he just did play the bartender. Okay, that makes sense. And there was an adorable mock of It's Not Easy Being Green with the crank to have a rainbow. Oh, and the butterfly in the background as Kermit dances. Oh, cool. The first show went well, and then we were ready for the next day to be the other show, but 3 members of the cast came down with COVID overnight. No. So it canceled. I think you may get it as well. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Matthew. Oh, geez. American actor, I mean. Well, I guess if you're performing in front of a live audience, and if not a lot of people are wearing masks, then oh no. So here, we got to put sad panda there. Sad panda for Matthew. Oh, so sorry. So sorry, Matthew. You don't feel very well, but I've done 2 tests and you're negative. Okay, well, rest up. Rest up. Yes, Panda says, no, no, no. Don't be going outside and doing anything. Oh, man. So at least you got 1 good performance. So that's good. But yeah, if 3 of the cast members come down with COVID all at once, you do have to cancel. I don't think you have enough understudies for that. Oh, I'm so sorry, Matthew. And I know you've had COVID twice already this year, right? So you don't want to get it another time. And I mentioned at the top of the hour or earlier on about my brother has now had COVID twice. I only found out because he posted on Facebook. I mean, he didn't bother to call me to say, oh, I came down with COVID again. Probably because he thought I would drive down there again. But Oh my goodness. So sorry to hear that. No problem, but there's going to reschedule when you come back from summer break. Okay. Well, you know, COVID is still a reality, folks. I was mentioning earlier about how I had a meeting today with some funders. I should know in 2 weeks if we're getting funded, and then I'll make a huge announcement because it'll be awesome. This will be like I've only been on the job for 3 months, and this would be a huge accomplishment for me if we end up getting this funding. But anyway, yeah. So the person we met with 2 people today, and the third person we were supposed to meet with couldn't make it because she had COVID. And it's kind of like, and they're talking to us without masks, and I'm thinking to myself, no, I'm keeping my mask on. It's not worth it, you know. Even though it may seem like you're in a safe area, it's still, you know, I just don't want to get sick. You're out, Max? Yeah, we're getting ready to wrap this up anyway. So have a good day. Sleep well, because I know it's what, 12:30 over there for you. So yeah. Okay, so let me go over to the main screen. Let me do this. Do this a little bit here. Okay. So this was fun. We spent longer than I thought we would, probably because I customized the head. But we did the little panda box. This is a sad panda because we're sad that poor Matthew's classmates came down with COVID. So sorry about that. But when I found out this was a swivel head, I had to make a happy panda face and a sad panda face. So I probably will customize this even more with those big eyes, the 2x2 eyes. I have a few of them, so I may do that sometime. And this is a panda tray, so you can, you know, put some things in there that you want to hold on to, paper clips or whatever. I would probably finish the bottom as well. I mean, right now there's a bunch of studs here, so I might tile this in if I decide to keep it. You take it off too, Lena? Yep, you're going to go to bed early? No problem. Have a good night. Sleep well. You know, a couple interesting things about this. Like I said, I would tile this in. The other thing that was a pleasant surprise is that this top pops off. So you can hide things in here. So this is very similar to the DOTS cat. It was a black cat that you could, I think it was a key holder or a hideaway cat, something like that. So this was a pleasant surprise because now I have a panda with a hiding place. Not that I have lots of things to hide, but so this one, I was talking about tearing this apart, but what I may do is I may keep this around and decide to plate this in and then use it for, you know, something a little more purposeful. But yeah, I think it's interesting, these DOTS sets, because it says 571 pieces, but a lot of that has to do with you get a lot of dots in here. And I'm just going to cover this so I can show the camera. Is you get a lot of these different colors. And oh, my green screen is acting up because it's yellow. But if Debo was here, this lavender is really nice. You have this dark turquoise. You have this flame yellow. And the best part is you got translucent orange dots. Not sure why. Why would you want orange translucent dots with a panda set? I don't know. Black. And then we have this lime green and then medium blue, which are some of my panda colors. No brain for panda? Yeah, no brain. They didn't put anything in here. But I think, like I said, they're designing it like a hiding place for something. So, oh, I wonder, no, a brick separator won't fit in there. But you could if you want to leave the top off. But this could be a tray where you could put your brick separator in and keep that there, you know, for later. Just looking around my desk and things that I use often for the stream. A pair of scissors. I could put a pair of scissors in here, just kind of loosely in there. Don't really like it in there, so I won't do that. But, you know, I don't know. This really wouldn't be for pens because the pen holder that banana that we built the other day would probably be more for that. Ah, I could put an eraser in here. So I've got an eraser that I could put in here. That could be kind of nice. Make it handy with my helpful panda, who's sad right now, but could be happy later. Right now it's sad. Yeah, I could keep a couple things in there. But anyway, thanks again. This was perfect. It's an hour and a half into the stream. And I was only expecting this to take an hour, but I think we got into a discussion about bartenders and Stranger Things and Lego and Hocus Pocus. You know, that set got approved by Lego Ideas. But yeah, so this weekend, Sunday, I already know what I'm doing for Twitch. I'm going to finish the Lego Movie 2 pop-up party bus. We had a really good time building that on the stream last time, so we'll finish that for the Sunday Twitch stream. The 1 o'clock stream, we may be having a special guest. I still have not confirmed yet, but we may have a special guest to do a Builder Insights episode. But I will post it onto the Discord server. I'm trying to do a better job of that. The Brick Scouts are still, we're still doing some work. We're doing a bracelet initiative, and I need to come up with some sort of, you know, promotion for that. The other thing I'm doing this week is there is the Let's Build series that Kate Huntress does, and she's partnering with the Brick Cove, or Aubrey. And so hashtag Let's Build Friendship. What I may do, if this person doesn't confirm on Sunday, oh, actually I have to do it sooner than that. So what I might have to do is do a pickup stream. But I have some friends' old sets that I haven't built, so I'm thinking I might do a friend set or just do a friend's mock. I haven't done a mock in a while, and part of that is because of my new job. I was really preparing for this particular vendor, and if everything comes to fruition, I'm going to be so excited. I'll make a big announcement about it. But since it's kind of right now up in the air, that's what I've been preparing for, which was this morning. And now that that's over, I have some relief from that. But I really appreciate you all just hanging out with me, because, you know, you could be doing other things on a Thursday night or Thursday morning in the Hooded One's case, and really appreciate you just tuning in and hanging out with me. That really means a lot. So thank you, everybody. And as they say on the Brickanista Broadcast Network, well, before I say goodbye, I'll say goodbye to people: Hooded One, Lena Inverse, Max, Matthew Builds Bricks. I hope you get better soon. And I think Brick Jedi, if you're still here, thank you for being on the call today. Stephen from the Philippines, thank you. Thank you so much. And everybody who's maybe watching afterwards, really appreciate your support. If you like the stream, remember to like and subscribe. I'm like at 299. One more person will be 300, which would be awesome. And I know it takes a long time to get to 1,000, but I'm going to be streaming and building anyway, and it's great to be able to chat with you while we're having this little fellowship together. So thank you again. And as they say on the Brickanista Broadcast Network, good night, and may the clutch be with you. Bye.